All right, well, you can argue in terms of prospects coming up in this division, this man is as well-rounded as any fighter in the weight class. Tonight believes he'll have the striking advantage, but not afraid to grapple if the fight goes to the ground as well.
Well, when you possess that type of skill, when you have all the abilities, you're not afraid of where the fight goes. This man believes that he's just better, and he has proven that every time he stepped into the octagon. He is well-rounded, and many say it, but this kid is well-rounded, and he has shown it in his octagon appearance.
Yeah, comes from a great camp, gets a lot of different looks, and health is wealth. When he's been healthy, he's looked like one of the best fighters in this division. All right, so here's the former UFC flyweight champion, Brandon Moreno, and of course the night DC made his debut on the cans on the UFC telecast in 2016. This man made his UFC debut, and I think in the eyes of a lot of people he has overachieved, but certainly not in his own estimation. He knew he could be this guy.
I mean, he feels like that. It felt like Brandon Moreno was not going to get here. He wasn't going to be widely regarded as one of the best flyweights that we've seen. I mean, you got to call it what it is, right? There's Demetrius Johnson and everybody else, but then when you start thinking about that second tier, you think Davison Figueiredo, you think Brandon Moreno. You didn't know that this young kid from Mexico had that ability. His skill set has improved to the point that you can't talk about the division without him. He's been a tremendous story, and I've been so lucky to watch it. Let's see if he can add to that tonight as he steps back into the octagon.
And when in doubt, you may want to bet on the Mexican fighter, right? He is a Mexican savage. The heart was on full display against Kai Kara-France and throughout his UFC tenure thus far.
Our tale of the tape for this flyweight fight.
All right, now to get us started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Amir the Prince Albazi. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC flyweight champion of the world, Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, it is the UFC's unofficial home base, T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and 18,000 plus are expected on hand tonight for what should be an epic UFC battle.
It is going to be a phenomenal fight night and a fantastic release. T-Mobile Arena, the home of the UFC.
All right, so we'll see if Brandon Moreno can get off to a good start tonight. He is a 5-tool player, but the jab would appear to be his weapon of choice here in the early going.
And honestly, John, he's developed it even further as he has gone to Missouri to train. The guy is getting better. He does a good job of finding his range. He's shortened his stance a little bit, so he's not so much in a boxing stance, but he is using that to defend leg kicks more effectively, but also still have the ability to go find that jab.
Goes for the hook now, it's good. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, we've got a full-on brawl here, DC. It's great for the fans, not necessarily for the gas tank if this thing goes much longer.
Not great for the gas tank and not good for the old noggin. You can't take so many upside the head. Somebody's going to sleep.
All right, hook attempt, no good. Push kick there to the body. Back and forth we go. Just out of range with that right hook.
Got tagged a couple times. Nice combo up top.
Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
Oh, my goodness.
Hook is there again.
That landed clean.
We march on, 3 minutes to go. Overhand lands.
He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact, he's throwing bombs.
Moreno's in half guard. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions. Getting them out here. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Moreno's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Look to get your guard back now. Stay focused on the ground.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long, making all these shots count. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
.45 seconds to go here in round one.
This is where he wants to be.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Brandon Moreno. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
Beautiful ground and pound, and that would cut him.
Remaining seconds here of this opening round. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. Well, block that punch.
And then he goes an overhand right.
Nice jab by Brandon Moreno, high guard, and he gets that thing to the target quickly.
Gets to the target quick. And you can see the assassin baby starting to really feel himself right now. He has found his flow, he's in his groove, and like I said, that jab is what starts everything coming from the fighter from Mexico.
Wow, huge head kick. All right, so we'll see what What sort of defensive response ensues here? He's taking a lot of shots upstairs, and the swelling is there to prove it.
Got to keep those hands up. Might want to employ a high guard to try to ensure that the guy's not landing on those spots, because the swelling's starting now, and it's light. But if he takes many more of these types of shots, it's going to get real bad.
Tried to go to the body, but unable to connect. This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike. Oh,
Guillotine attempt now. Looks as though he's got the neck.
got an angle here to try to change the position.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
Moreno's trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
Armbar.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
And it looks as though he'll let his opponent stand up here. Yes, he will. Moreno's right torso starting to bruise pretty good here.
Oh, man, head to leg.
Nice straight right hand. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Good fight here, under 2 to go. All right, so how about this? The BJJ fighter just continues to land at will on the feet, not necessarily the way you drew it up today, Chief.
No, watching these two fight in preparation, you don't expect to see this playing out in front of you. The jiu-jitsu fighter normally is chasing takedowns, but he must have seen something in his opponent that is allowing him to get this type of success on the feet. He looks like he is evolving as a fighter, and that is very good for him and his team to see.
Bleeding from his cheek now. And dizzy as he looks to improve position here. Moreno's pass attempt denied. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Beautiful elbow from the ground and pound position.
Moreno's in half guard. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Moreno's attempting a triangle here. Let's see if he can finish the deal. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, almost like you saw the skin swell right away after he landed that strike.
So that trainer's gonna have to bring in the end swell to try to deal with the swelling, because this guy is getting pieced up. He's gotta be careful here.
Working for the submission once again.
He's fighting, he wants this very bad. He's got it, he's got it.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Switch kick.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Oh, nice job to get the guard up there as the strike is blocked by Moreno. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
Well, he's always working off of that jab. Nice jab there by the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno.
That jab is fast. Look at that jab.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs. Oh! All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back.
I mean, blood in the water. You got to go get it. You got to go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you hurt him. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. You know, when guys start to tell you, kick me here, again, they start to posture. That means that what you're doing is actually taking an effect on him. Nice block.
Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Oh, there's the swing and there's the miss by Brandon Moreno. Bleeding now, nasty cut on his nose. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Huge block there. Oh, nice job to slip off the center line there. His head movement has been a huge, huge factor defensively in this fight.
You can never be a stationary target. So even if the feet aren't moving, you got to be ready to slip that head at a moment's notice.
Attempts the front kick there. All right, so there it is, yet another strike to the body. Feels like that was what the game plan was rooted in coming in here tonight.
Absolutely, John, and you could think that he's setting him up to go up top. Or, honestly, if he continues to land at this rate, at this target, he could finish him here. So I wouldn't change anything unless he makes you.
Telegraph that spinning back fist.
He's wobbling now.
All right, less than a minute here to go now in round 3.
And you hear the crowd react every time they come together because they understand the power that these guys are striking with.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Waning seconds here of round number 3.
we're headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defense.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Nice punch to the head.
Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Oh, another beautiful body shot there. You see the damage starting to accumulate. Maybe some defense would be wise at this point in the fight.
I think so, John. You can't just get beat up to the body. It doesn't show itself right away. It takes time whenever you're beating somebody up from the body and working your way up to the head. But right now we are starting to see the damage, and you see it not only in the body, but in the reaction of the opponent.
Man, it doesn't take a lot of these kicks to produce redness. Look at the left side of his body there. Nasty. Lands the jab. Nice job by him defensively there. He's looking to land the right, just out of range. Well, I'm not sure how much more damage he can take to the body. You may want to drop that elbow defensively. Of course, that opens you up to damage upstairs. Pick your poison for him here as he continues to absorb damage. Hook attempt now blocked, though, by Brandon Moreno. Under 3 minutes. Oh, he might get finished here. What a great fight. Damage doled out on both sides. Perhaps some bonus money coming the way of these two individuals at night tonight.
50K, baby, somebody's getting paid. These two guys are doing a great job in a fight that is so competitive, that is so evenly matched. These two really will be proud of the effort that they have shown inside the octagon tonight. That was nice fight. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night as that landed.
Moreno's taking aim at that cut right now, DC, and you got to admire the fighter IQ, right? Might as well keep landing strikes on a target that you have damaged repeatedly throughout the fight.
Oh, you gotta like the output here. So aggressive with the strikes. He continues to light him up. Gotta be careful here not to gas out, of course, but you gotta like the offense we're seeing from him, especially in this round.
Moreno's looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied. Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position.
Oh, he passes the half guard now.
Trying to set up a choke here. Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent.
Oh, great submission defense. All right, feet on the hips here. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close.
but his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
Stay relaxed.
30 seconds now to go in the round.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Final seconds of round 4. Good, solid strike on the ground.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
All right, so the round is over. The swelling on the fighter's eye is getting out of control at this point in time. Maybe they bring in the doctor to see if his vision has been impaired. It has certainly been compromised to some extent here. But again, he has had no answer for the offense coming back tonight, and as such, that eye is nearly swollen shut. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swell.
All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times when it came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Straight punch there again, been there all night. Oh man, that eye looks so swollen now. You've got to wonder whether or not that might be a fractured orbital. Nice execution on the teeth. Well, he might be working towards an attritive knockout here tonight as he continues to pepper that body. Look at those numbers, bottom of your screen. That has been the most significant stat in this fight. The body strikes landed for this young man, working here towards the best performance of his UFC career. Moreno's blocking pretty well now, so an adjustment made by the fighter to protect that already significantly damaged nose. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Moreno's back in half guard. Nice strike from the bottom fighter there. Oh, might be trying to set up a leg submission here. Heel hook looks tight.
Working on to finish the heel hook, he's got to secure the legs and keep the hips past the knee if he wants to get a finish.
Oh, working for the submission again.
They're both struggling so much to get out of this position.
How about that? Avoids the submission and pops right back up. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Let's go.
He's got to start throwing now.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, just a merciless approach here on the ground, continuing to target that cup. Lands the ground and pound strike. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Changing the position. All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys. Now he's got good body position, yup. In the half guard.
Moreno's back in full mount. Oh, it looks
Looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here. Triangle now, DC. We'll see if he can close the show.
Oh, the triangle is in. And not only does he have the triangle, if his opponent circles the wrong way, he can even attack an armbar. This is a very big. He's up. What submission defense on display.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Well, you know he's tougher than I am, right? But this man has absorbed so much damage upstairs that I wouldn't be surprised to see the referee call in the doctor at some point.
Well, at some point, you got to take a look at it. He's so bruised. He's so battered. He's so swollen. And credit to his opponent for finding a route to victory and staying on that. He has dominated this fight.
Moreno gets pounded here with these elbows to the head. He's having his way with him here.
Oh, he flattens him on his back now.
30 seconds now to go in the fight. Oh, man, he's still targeting that cut, and it is getting worse by the minute.
I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively. He's in the mount. He's got to be careful here.
Keep going.
Final seconds of this fight.
He's got to be careful here.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Oh, big grip. Oh, what a finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. Stand and cheer, ladies and gentlemen. The
Ladies
official
and gentlemen,
decision is
after
now in. It
5
resides with
rounds,
Bruce Buffer.
we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. For the winner by split decision, Amir the Prince Albazi!
Wow, so there he is, your winner by the narrowest of margins. Only 3 scorecards in the world matter. 2 of them thought he won.
I mean, you could tell that he wasn't sure he had got enough done to win the fight. He gets the decision. It was a very close fight, and it's well earned.